What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. This is the Ask Coach Colton question 2, which was basically just starting your coaching career, how to do it. I hated to say how to do it just then because this isn't a how-to video. I don't believe that I can give you a one-size-fits-all method to beginning your career. So what I want to do is I've broke it down into 2 different parts. The first part is just telling you a bit about what I did, how I started, and then the next part is just 5 different pieces of advice that I would do if I was you and you were starting your career. Like I said, I've said in the past video, I'm not a guru. I'm not the special one. And no, I'm just, these are my opinions. And if they help, I'm just wanting to help. And if I'm able to help, good. If I'm not, I tried at least, right? So, hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, enjoy. All right, so like I said, we're just gonna get into what I did when I first started, and why I think this is not a how-to video is has a lot to do with we all have different walks of life, so we're all gonna come across different things in different situations that we're gonna have to react to differently. Nonetheless, you'll see me look away. I made myself a little outline because I'm like super bad about getting off topic. All right. So, anyways, I started coaching because I had like 3 ACL tears finally, and I decided that, maybe it's time to stop playing. And my coach at the time, instead of taking my scholarship, had the bright idea of saying, well, why don't you just get into coaching? And I was like, well, I don't really like kids, so this is probably a bad idea. Nonetheless, he pushed me to do it, and here I am. I started by working little summer day camps for him. He would send me out. I'd go to some school and whatever. I'd work the camp. I ended up falling in love with it nonetheless. So eventually, when he left, he got a big job at another school, rightfully so, because we won a national championship in 2013, so he deserved it. Anyway, he gave me the contacts to those day camps, and I started doing my own day camps and stuff. And that's how my academy was born. I was like, you know what? I really like this. This is fun. I want to do this more than just summer camps. So I started contacting local schools, different leagues, collecting emails, asking questions to people, trying just to make connections with anyone in the soccer community, and trying to figure out how to reach my market, or not really my market, my target audience, I guess is what you'd look at. I wanted to figure out how to get their attention, how to get into training. And so I was asking around in the local cities surrounding, everywhere. Literally was being a pest to anyone in the soccer community. By doing that, I made a connection in a city about 30 minutes away from the college I was at, and they happened to have a club. The club was not lasting. It was, the city was split. The club was starting to die. Wanted to find a way to keep kids there rather than them leave and go somewhere else. So we partnered my academy with their club, and that's how I first started, and it was amazing. Working off of that, it was, well, now I need to do as much as I can do. I need to try and learn more, make more connections. So I started doing coaching courses, going on random clinics, doing anything I could. I would email Florida's coach to try and get a job, knowing that I had no chance I was going to get the job. My thought process was they might remember my name in the future and give me a job in the future when I am ready for the job. So I'm an idealist. I come up with 1,000 ideas, and half of them don't. Matter of fact, 99% of them don't work. But I'll always have that one idea that'll work, and I'll go, and it takes off. So I guess my big thing was I just kept trying. No matter what happened, I just kept, people would tell me you can't coach. I'd be like, yeah, all right, cool. I'm not living my life to impress you. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do my best. And I've had opportunities in a lot of places because of it. So what I did, obviously I got a bit lucky. I had a coach that was willing to help me, and then things just sort of worked out. I was a pest. Like I just wouldn't say no. If someone said, hey, would you like to do this? I was like, yeah, I'm on it. Hey, would you like to coach this? Yeah, I'm on it. Will you go to this camp? Yeah, definitely. I actually started working as a field marshal as a freshman in college for a tournament company, and just to save yourself of a boring story, I ended up like using that field marshal job to straight out of college when I moved to West Palm Beach for a job in Florida. I was actually working full time for the tournament job, basically running the company. I was recruiting for tournaments, and obviously when you're recruiting for tournaments, you reach and connect with a lot of other coaches, and by doing that, it actually ended up leading into getting to work with Monterrey Rayados, Tigres, Veracruz, Columbus Crew. Really, like it was insane. So basically, my big thing was just wasn't gonna say no, and I wasn't gonna skip anything small, because like I truly believe I'm a walking cliche. I truly believe that every opportunity is an opportunity nonetheless, whether it's big or small. So like my big piece of it is like, just go do what you're gonna do and make it. So I went from working on as a field marshal to literally running a company. So no opportunity is too small, no opportunity is too big. Just be willing to try new things, and like at least that's what I did. That's what worked for me. I'm the type of person that I don't know, maybe it's stubborn. I'm kind of stubborn, but you can tell me no and I'm going to prove you wrong, or at least try to. That's what I did, and I love it. It's what's got me going. So the next piece of the video, I'm just gonna try and give you 5 little pieces, whether you're a young coach or you're just getting into coaching, trying to get your name out. I'm gonna try and give you 5 little golden nuggets that hopefully can help you. And if they do, great. Don't be afraid to ask me other questions in the future. You're always able to reach out to me. It's Colton@premierfootballtech.com, and I'll put it down in the comments too. So anyways, enjoy the rest of it. So as you can see, understanding why you coach would be advice tip number 1, or why you want to coach. You really, to be a coach, I truly believe you have to be invested. There's no half stepping into it. Oh, is this what I want to do? No, you better be invested. Otherwise, you're going to be taking a lot of your time, and you're going to be miserable. The hours are. Some people are like, oh, you have great hours, and it's like, yeah, you have no clue, dude. A lot of work you do is from home. It's not even, you think, oh yeah, well, I'm just out on the field for a few. No, that's not even close to it. So you really need to understand why you want to coach, if it's something that's really for you. And if it is, I truly believe that you will use your innate characteristics, whatever is your skill set, and you'll find a way to enhance yourself. But my biggest thing would be to understand really why you want to coach before you commit to anything. You need to make sure it's something that you're serious about. But yeah, that's advice tip number 1. Yeah, so tip number 2 is just don't be a money chaser. Like, don't be trying to go job to job because they're trying to offer you money and they're not. When, like, you need to establish yourself somewhere. You need to try and establish a name. You need to build up, a reputation. You can always add things to a resume, whatever, but you're gonna get found out when you're in a job, and when you're in an interview, sorry, and they're having to ask you why you went from here to there to there to there to there to there to there, and it was all money related. Like, you need to get invested. You need to. I mean, I'm not saying don't switch jobs for money reasons, but I'm saying, like, don't make your sole purpose money, because that just I think that goes for anything in life. If your sole purpose of doing something is money, I need the money, then you're in it for the wrong reasons, and you're going to that place for the wrong reasons. You just need to do what feels right. Only you know that. I can't give you advice on that. My big thing is just don't make money the main thing. So yeah, that's the second one. Next, just don't let your ambition mix with your ego. So, like, everybody wants to make it to the top level, to the best they can be, but like, reality is there is a process of getting from point A to point B. So like, your ego, you've got these big goals, but your ego's not letting you do the grunt work to get you where you want to go. Like, that's high school kids start every story with when I get rich, but they have no idea how to get rich. So it's like, oh yeah, when I get rich, this is what I'm doing. Great. How are you going to get rich? They have no answer to that. That's how a lot of people are with jobs, especially in coaching. They say, well, I'm going to do this. And then they're not willing to, what do they, put forth the effort, pay their dues. So don't let your ambition, your big goals mix with your ego. A lot of people go crazy whenever I make comments like this, but the next one is obviously licenses are important, but they don't mean everything. What I mean by that, so a lot of people go nuts by saying, I don't need a license or to be good, or they're saying, don't you discredit courses, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, neither of those are happening right now. I am a big advocate for courses. You learn a lot, you meet people. Even if you think you're a know-it-all, you meet people. Networking is like one of the biggest things in this profession. So enjoy that part. The courses are important. You're gonna learn. You are actually gonna learn things whether you know it or not. Maybe you think you knew it. Whatever. You're gonna learn things, but it doesn't mean you can be an A licensed coach and not have an idea on how to run a team. I'm happy to say that. Yeah, you know the game, great. But our coaching courses aren't designed to teach you how to impact people. Our courses are designed to make sure you know your X's and O's, how to set up a team. But and when you do your sessions, that you know what you're talking about when you do it. Your coaching points are good, but like that doesn't mean that you understand people well. It doesn't mean you're a good communicator. It doesn't mean a lot of things. So like, I love it when they're like, yeah, I'm an A licensed coach, I'm one of the best. I'm like, I mean, you really might be, but I would need to see you, because like, if your players don't like you, then what's the point? Like, nobody cares how much you know. That's one of the biggest quotes. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So like, how many teachers have you had that you just didn't like the teacher? Let's be realistic. You didn't like the teacher. So by not liking the teacher, you learn less from them because you're not willing to listen, and you're not giving them as much respect as you would someone you really liked. So while they might have a master's degree, the other teacher might be better, and they don't even have a master's degree. They're not the best in that area. So that's my thing. It's not that they're not important, because I do think licenses are important, but I also think they're not everything. So don't go get all your licenses and go to job interviews like, yeah, I have my B license, because it may not help you. You're gonna get found out one way or the other. So there's a lot more there. That's why I'm working on my book called There's X's and O's, and then there's coaching. So yeah, just don't just rely on licenses. Really try and be an effective communicator as well. But that's my big thing. They are important, but they're not everything. And the last little bit, guys, don't give up. No matter what's happening, no matter what's going on, just don't give up. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna lose a few kids. They're gonna move. You're gonna be told you're not good enough. You have to better yourself. If you don't experience this struggle, if you don't experience pain, if you don't experience being told no, then you won't better yourself. Comfort is literally what stops us from developing. The minute we get comfortable doing something, we don't look to move further because we're comfortable. Why would we want to move from something that we're super comfortable in? So just don't give up. Things are going to be rough. If you're just starting, especially if you're younger, it doesn't matter. You could be just starting at 19, and someone could be just starting at 40, but because they're 40, they're going to be respected and taken a lot more serious, which is wrong in my opinion, but that's what's going to happen. So like I just said, just don't give up. You should live to impress yourself. You're not trying to impress others. You want to better yourself for you, not for Jim Bob over there that you're trying to get a job from. I think that you can't keep excellence quiet. So once you get yourself striving for excellence and doing the best you can do and thriving, then the right time is going to find you. The right job is going to find you, and it's just the best way to go. But anyways, that's the last of my video. I tried not to ramble too much. I don't want to bore you, but I hope it was somewhat helpful. Please subscribe. Otherwise, I've just wasted a lot of time again for nobody to even watch or care. But either way, I enjoyed talking to you guys. If you have any questions, please email me. If you want to be one of the next Ask Coach Colton questions, send it in. I have a list right now, but I do, so after this one, question 3, I'll put 2 more questions up on Twitter, and I'll let everyone vote to see what the next question is, and then I'll answer it then. All right, thank you guys. Bye.